Oh, now then guys, how you doing? Back up road again. So today I have come to beautiful, beautiful Birmingham, right, and I've come to meet a special guest. A mate of mine phoned me up, he says, look, come down, I've got a cracking takeaway for you, and I want to have a bit of dinner with you. And here he is, the man himself. How you doing, pal? Big Joe, how are you?
Good, Danny, thank you very much, thank you.
So, Big Joe Egan, you've invited me down here, hotspot.
This is my local chip shop, hotspot. Yeah, I live actually 5 minutes from here on the Moseley Golf Course. 10 minutes from here is the Edgbaston Cricket Ground, so it's a lovely area.
So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on around here.
So how long have you lived around here?
Nearly 20 years now.
Wow. So with hotspot, obviously it does fish and chips, it does pizza, fried chicken, burgers, the job lot. But for you, what's your favourite meal here? What do you cook?
I get the burger and chips.
Yeah.
And the pizzas are very good as well. They do a lovely pizza.
Yeah.
They do a lovely pizza. But the food is very good. And you know, by the size of me, Danny, I like my food, you know. And you're a big man as well. You like it,
yes,
Rob,
mate,
as well.
Definitely.
But the thing is, it's local to me, which is handy because I'm up here regular. I don't have to travel far to get the burger and chips. And the lads in there are all my pals anyway. And Zeb's, the grocery next door, all the same family.
Yeah.
You know, so I go in and get me ketchups and my sauces and all in there, get the curry sauce in here. And the great thing about them is they're all boxing fans as well. So if there's any fights coming up...
Why, you're a boxer?
Ah, shut up.
Let's get inside and let's order some food and then we'll get sat down.
Really makes all the pizzas over there all...
I might be back for the pizza.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, pal, I'm going to take Joe outside, and we're going to have a bit of a seat and a bit of a chat. Lovely,
brilliant stuff. Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
All the best. See you guys. We're just going to be filming ourselves.
My name on it, that.
You're reinforced. Oh, Danny.
Well, I had one. You can have that or you can have this one, it's up to you.
Which do you have that one? I have that one. Looks stronger.
You want that? Well,
yeah.
It's stronger, but I've sat on it, so let's hope it don't go.
No,
you're going to be
how much do you weigh?
21.
I'm about 20, I am. So.
Yeah, so there you go. You have that, right? This is the first time I've ever let anybody else sit on my chair.
Oh.
Let me tell you, just pull that back a little bit, else you'll be slipping out back.
I've got the sciatic nerve in my leg.
No, I will let you have it, Joe, don't you worry. Now
perfect.
Watch this one go when I sit on it. That'll be even funnier now.
Oh yes. See you, Riaz. All the very best.
See you later,
pal.
mate. Nice to meet you,
Thank
pal.
You. Make sure give us the shout. We get a coffee. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Riaz. Thank you.
Here we go. I'm on a different chair here, guys. So we'll see how long this lasts. Oh, so I got one of these, and I had my dad on a review with me, and my dad sat on it, and we were at a fish and chip shop. And we're halfway through review, and chair went, he slid down wall, fly. Just want to say thank you very much
Danny,
for coming along today. I've got a few questions to ask you, which we'll get into a bit.
Work away.
I just want to just track back a little bit. I think it's probably an appropriate time to talk about this now. You've just been on about, obviously, Tyson Fury coming out about with the mental health, which, you know, absolutely respect for that. I've suffered, and still am, with mental health. I've still got a few issues. But what we've done, we Rate My Takeaway, we've joined up with a local men's mental health group, and we're launching Rate My Mind. So we're going to be using the brand. We've got some branding out there already, but we're going to be using our brand to push it out. And what we want to do is, because there's a lot of stigma around men's mental health, but it's not just that. So Rate My Mind is going to be like a resource hub for men, women, children, families to be able to get help and assistance, what they need. Be it just a cup of coffee with somebody, or you know, if they need, you know, signposting to professional services. That's what we want to try and achieve. So over the next 12 months, that's what we're going to be doing.
Wonderful.
So
that's beautiful.
If yourself or anybody else ever wants to get involved in that,
anything at all, Danny, I can do to help.
Because you know, it's a real big thing.
You have to ask for help.
Yes.
I asked for help because I had 2 years when my boxing career finished because of a car crash. 2 professional drivers. I was on a coach with a professional driver and a taxi hit us, and it finished my career. I made a comeback after 12 years out of the ring because I was broke and I needed the money. There was a big write-up in the boxing news that said George Foreman makes the comeback after 10 years. Big Joe Egan makes the comeback after 12 years. To get mentioned in the same paragraph of one of the greatest heavyweights of all time was such an honour. But when I had to retire because of the car accident, I went into a major depression, Danny. And when people used to say to me, I'm depressed, I said, behave yourself. Until it actually hits you, you don't understand it. And when it hit me, 2 years I was suffering. And what snapped me out of it was this particular day. I went from 15 stone to probably 31 stone in the space of 2 years, more than doubled my weight. And I was obese. I was just gluttoning food. I was still being looked after by my manager, Mr. Eastwood. I was still living in his accommodation. I was still on the payroll, but I wasn't training because it was finished. My career was over. And this particular day, I'm at home. I boxed a big Sheba who had 24 puppies and 2 litters. 13 of first and 9 survived, and 11 of second and 7 survived. All pedigree. I had Charlie as well, the dog. And she was whinging and crying this day. And I'm saying, shut up, Sheba, shut up, shut up. 2 hours. So after 2 hours, I eventually got out of bed and she'd pooed.
Yeah.
And she was crying to get let out to go to the toilet. And I was so ashamed of myself that I wouldn't get out of bed to let my dog out into the garden to go to the toilet. And I was so hurt that I'd hurt her.
Yeah.
And I knew then I needed help. So the next day I went down to the gym, Mr. Eastwood's gym on Castle Street in Belfast, and I waddled into the gym, Danny. I was so fat. And I waddled in, and there was gas because the other fighters hadn't seen me for 2 years. And anyway, I went to Mr. Eastwood. I said, I need help, Mr. Eastwood.
Yeah.
You know, I need help. And he organised, I went to a health farm in Derry called Raspberry Hill. And his driver the next day, Ray Boyd, brought me, and I got counselling to realise there was more to life than boxing, you know, and that your health is your wealth.
Especially like, you know, professional sports people like yourself, you sort of get consumed into that life and it overtakes you. It's like, I'm a big rugby league fan, and I do a lot. So the charity that we're doing it with like a group of rugby league lads. That's where we're starting it off, because a lot of them, they don't get paid a lot of money. You know, some of them have still got full-time jobs while they're playing rugby league. They're used to having that going in, you know, 6 days a week into training, into the gym with the lads, and then as soon as they've done, that's it, they're done. And mentally, then what do you do? I've been the same. I've been there, and like you said, until you've been there, right, you don't know how bad. And I always say, your own worst enemy, sometimes your worst demon is your own mind.
Yeah, mind.
That
Mind's a
is
dangerous
what it is.
weapon.
Yeah.
The mind's a it can work for you or work against you.
Let's talk about the boxing, right? Because obviously that's what you're known for.
Best sport in the world. Maybe I'm biased being an ex-fighter, but it's the best sport in the world. No disrespect to rugby league or any other sport.
No.
But the boxing, in my mind, is the greatest sport in the world.
I love it, absolutely love it, right? But I'm the first to say that when I've spoken to a lot of boxers, I have to say, you know, how much respect I've got for you. You go to fights and you see, you know, everybody does it, all blokes. Oh, go on, chin him. Oh, what? You're bloody fighting like a fairy, you can't do this. And I think to myself, the amount of bottle it takes to get through those ropes with another man knowing that they're going to do to you what you want to do to them, to me, that must be the most...
That walk to the ring.
Yeah. Because as much as you
whether
prepare
it's
yourself,
male or female, I admire all fighters. That walk to the ring is the most fearful walk you will ever do. And I tell people, if you can get into the ring and fight, there's nothing in life will faze you. And there's 2 spellings of the word fear. The coward spells fear, forget everything and run. The fighter spells fear, face everything and rise. And
now I've heard you say this before.
Yeah, I love that saying. Boxers are modern day gladiators. Years ago, they got into the Colosseum and they fought with spears and swords to entertain the crowds, sometimes to the death.
Yeah.
You know, boxing, we don't want to see fatalities in the sport. It's a contact sport, whether it be boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, karate, full contact fighting.
Yeah.
And the respect that you get for yourself and the respect that you have for your opponent is the most important thing.
Over the last, 2 or 3 years, this you know, the influencer boxing,
I think it's great.
Has becoming a thing, and it's great. It's great because it's, you know, I think it's good for the sport because it gets, you know, people interested in it. But I do think there still is a massive difference between a professional boxer that's boxed all their life, trained all their life, got that mentality, to somebody that's done it for 6 months and they're earning a few quid. I think it's great entertainment.
You've got to accept the fact that they're novices.
Yeah.
You've got to accept the fact that it's a part-time sport. When you're a full-time professional, it's your livelihood.
And it's different though, isn't
Very
it, as well?
different, very different.
I've
But please believe me, Danny, the punches hurt whether you're getting hit as a novice or whether you're getting hit as a seasoned pro. All the punches hurt. And anybody that tells you the punches don't hurt are telling lies.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, no.
And when a fighter gets hurt in the fight, during the rounds, he doesn't want to let his opponent know he's hurt. So they try to laugh it off, you know, and that didn't hurt me. Is that the best you've got? But They all hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Some hurt worse than others. And see the actual knockout punch. I've only ever been knocked out once where I was completely out cold. I was in the World Championships, Acropolis Games in 1987. I beat an Italian, I beat a Canadian. My left eye was badly damaged and it was a squint. I was in the semi-finals and they allowed me to fight because I was fighting the Greek who'd only boxed once. He got a bye in the first fight, and if they'd given him a bye in my fight, he would have been in the final. As it turned out, fought the Dutchman who would have had to fight 3 times. So the Dutch man would have been at an unfair disadvantage, having fought 3 times and the Greek only boxed once. So the Greek doctor passed me. My 2 cornermen, they said, Joe, your eye's too badly damaged. I said, listen, if the doctor said I can fight, I'm fighting. That ruled that. So I got in, first round, gave it the best I could. Eye completely closed. I came back to my corner. My cornerman said, we're retiring in on your stool. I said, no way. Winners never quit and quitters never win. I'm not retiring on my stool. And I went out for round 2. I didn't see the punch coming, Danny. I've been hit with better punches, but I didn't see this punch coming. And I'm on the deck. I'm asleep. I'm unconscious. But for a few seconds, I started to sort of come around. I was coming around and I was going like this. I was in bed looking for my bed sheets. Now my dad used to say to me, drag yourself out of bed, son. It's like dragging yourself off the deck. When you get decked, he said, you drag yourself out of bed and hit them roads, early morning running. I said, Dad, no one's going to put me down. I'm never going to be decked. But see, when I was, and I'm doing this, looking for my bed sheets. My cornerman, Jerry Hanna and Mickey Hawkins, they thought I was calling him into the ring. I wasn't. So when I turned onto my left side, this eye closed, my right eye starting to open. About 15 seconds, I was asleep.
I'll be honest, I got punched yesterday. And it proper hurt me, and I'm not kidding you. We're my 18-month-old daughter. She gave me a right slap, and it's like you said, they all hurt.
All hurt.
Because it doesn't matter if you know it's coming or not. It's like if you don't know it, I'm like, whoa, what you doing, love? You're not watching Peppa Pig anymore. But I'm just looking there. You grab my arm there. You've got some strength, haven't you?
I'm a strong man.
Got some strength. Oh my days. Man. But no, what I'm saying is just total respect for you all getting in the ring. Now, obviously, you and the main man, Iron Mike. Yeah, you were there sparring with him.
2 years.
Wow. And I mean...
he hurt me. He made me cry so many times.
Yeah.
Hospitalised me a couple of times. But it's a sport. There's nothing personal. Promoters build fights. They make opponents have bitterness towards each other. But the fighters don't have that.
That's what it is, isn't it?
They've got to sell a fight, the promoters. But fighters have utmost respect for each other. Mike, Cuss used to say every punch Mike threw was with bad intentions. Because what he lacked in experience, he used in aggression. And some of his sparring partners were a lot more experienced than him. But he was such an exceptional talent. We were together from we were 17 to 19. He was champion of the world at 20. Yeah. So I was with what I believe one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
So basically, you popped up the champion.
How are you? That's right, my takeaway. It was an honour and a privilege to share the ring with, like I said, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Youngest ever heavyweight champion of the world. Because, Danny, if you're going to get battered, you might as well get battered by the best. And I got battered by the best. I got battered by Mike Tyson. I got battered by Lennox Lewis as well. But they achieved what I dreamed of. Every fighter that climbs into the ring dreams about becoming a champion of the world. I wasn't good enough, nowhere near good enough. I won Irish titles, which was, to me, my world.
Yeah, the only thing I want battering, Joy, is a bit of fish. I don't want battering. But no, I mean, so, you know, like Mike's last fight. Come on. What do you think?
Listen.
I want to know your opinion.
What I think is that Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, all them guys are introducing a whole new audience to the sport that I love.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, they've got millions and millions and millions of fans. Now just say for argument's sake, 100 million YouTubers watch Mike Tyson because he's in with a YouTuber, right? And then 1% of that 100 million suddenly decide, we like this sport. That's a million new fans that the sport has gained, right? Whether they watch amateur, white collar or professional boxing, it's a million new fans. But don't expect to see world-class boxing with a YouTuber. But Jake Paul has impressed me. KSI has impressed me because they have skills. I tell you what, they've got very good skills as well. They've got very good skills, and you know what they have? Something that you're born with, Danny. You can teach people skills, but you cannot teach people courage.
Exactly.
Right? If you're born with courage, you fight.
I mean, I think I just love the fact that out of that particular fight, that for Mike, because obviously I grew up watching Mike, and I think, what a fighter. So for me, it was exciting, like it was for most people. But the fact that, he's got a nice little payday out of it.
Well, separate to the payday,
But back in the day, right, and you know this, you didn't get much. What these YouTubers are bringing to the game is they're bringing in more eyes to the game, therefore more finance coming in. Therefore, for those boxers like Mike, like yourself, right? Because I think this Misfits fight and all this should go on with you, because it's something that's deserved. It's something that you need. They're doing all this and they're raising the profile of boxing.
Yes.
But then, don't chin me, but the old relics of the game, right?
Yeah, but that's what we are. We're dinosaurs. We're dinosaurs. One thing we cannot beat is father time. We can slow father time down with good living. Unfortunately, Mike hasn't had the best of living. We all know he's drug abuse over time. We all know that his health issues over time. But the fact that he got himself into reasonably good shape, right? He got himself into reasonably good shape. A 48-year-old man to look as well as he looked was incredible. For Jake Paul to be able to say that he shared the ring with Mike Tyson and has a win over Mike Tyson, it's something that man can brag about for the rest of his life. Now, people say to me that I boast and I brag about sharing the ring with Mike Tyson as his sparring partner. Yes, I do, Danny. And I've earned the right to do it. And I will do it to my last breath.
Oh, it smells good. Straight away.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So these are the daddy burgers.
These are the big
Joe Daddy burgers, right?
We've got some chicken wings.
Yep.
Oh.
You got some katlamas, I've sliced them up for you.
So that's sliced up, yep. I'm going to turn him so the camera can see. Because my fans will be like, what you do? Oh, look at this.
Got the chips coming out.
Do you like kebabs? Do you like?
You got some, I'm going to get some forks in there.
Loads of salt and vinegar on my chips as well, please.
Yeah. Whoa, look at all that. There's some food there.
Good grub, please believe me.
So to finish off on that before we start going in on this, I'm going to let you get it while it's hot. Listening to you, talking when I've watched different clips of you with different things you've done on social media, to me, you're up there with the best of them, right? This goes on his show because, like Theo said, you've been a part of Mike's journey, and Mike said that himself, and that is the truth.
Danny, I wasn't much good, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I was tough like all fighters. I wasn't much good. I was tough. That's all.
Right, Josh, we've got a lot of food on the table.
Oh yeah.
It's like we've got some more
coming.
The
chips. The chips are down. The chips are down. Oh God.
Look at that. Chippy chips. Chippy chips. Bit of curry. What curry is it?
Thank you.
He's got your chip shop curry sauce.
Chip shop curry. You alright, love?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your food.
Couple of napkins. Thank you very much. Right, we'll start tucking in.
Yeah.
I'm going to try he's on it, Joe. He's like, I've been sat here talking to you. So this is your burger.
That's the Big Joe burger.
So we've got a bit of mayo.
Yeah. Bit of ketchup.
Well, there's all sorts of chicken.
Yeah.
So, look at this, loads of it.
Yeah.
Burger. So it's tandoori chicken.
Yep.
Let's have a go at this. Nice floured bun.
It's very nice.
Hey, that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
So price-wise, I just want to say, because I've kept hold at receipt.
So I like the chicken burger and I like the cheeseburger. So I put the two of them on the one. It's lovely.
Brilliant. It's cost 34 quid for all of this, which is a lot of food.
Oh yeah.
For not a lot of money, I don't think. Right, so this burger.
Yeah.
You crack on, Joe. I'm gonna talk about this. We've got the cheese on there, the chicken, onions, burger, lettuce, mayo.
Yeah.
That's banging.
Oh yeah.
Now they're not your smashed patties. They're your good old school burgers, takeaway burgers, which I like. That chicken is amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Full of flavour. Nice bit of tandoori flavouring on that. Bang on.
It's got a nice bun as well,
It
lovely.
has.
Theo,
Floured bun.
good.
So I'm going to get into these chips.
Yeah,
though,
the chips are lovely as well. Chips are lovely.
Banging.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh.
Try the curry sauce.
So a bit of curry sauce.
Oh yeah.
Let's have a go with this. Oh, look at that.
I'll get loads of salt and vinegar on my chips, I do.
There you go. You'll get that, Joe. Get that down, yeah. Oh. To be fair, Nice chip shop curry.
Oh yeah.
The chips cooked well, nice bit of crispiness, nice
Oh, yeah.
and soft, aren't they? They're good, them.
You be in for the kebab as well?
Yeah, we've got kebab.
You got me on your chin here.
Which chin? I've got about 6 of them. So if you want to get some of the kebab, so what I do, Joe, is I just try bits. I don't eat it all because then I'll be massive. So you'll crack on.
Okay.
But, and then Theo, you can get some in a bit. Cameraman will get some. But if you want to try and a bit, go for it. This, I forgot what he said, something about a knockout, but it's
I don't know what
delicacy
I don't know.
around
It's
here.
a Birmingham dish.
It's a Birmingham dish. It's got a bit like mincemeat, spice, deep fried. So I'm going to have a go at this. Yeah, I quite like that. It's
Try
like
it with the dips. That's
Yeah.
the dips.
Oh, there's a bit of heat to it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
And that mint dip, try that mint dip. That might,
What's inside of it?
So there's,
is it lamb or something, is it?
yeah, like a mince. Oh, big one.
Took you out.
Look at that. Bit of mince in there with the onions, peppers, chilies.
There's a
So
little bit of
I'm
mint
going to
sauce.
get some of that mint dip. I'm going to put it into my burger tub.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice and thick. That you didn't get that, cameraman. Let me move my water out of the way. Wet the whistle. That is a nice thick mint dip. Usually you go, but there's a bit watery, but that's nice and thick, that,
Good
isn't it?
stuff here.
That's bang on.
Hope you guys are enjoying your
Oh yes.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
bit cold, but
Al fresco dining. This is something I thought I'd never been doing. Having this with Big Joe sat outside staring at a burger and a kebab. This is why I love my job. See, now you've got a bit there.
Have we?
Yes. We both just said you've got a bit there.
Saving a bit for later.
So that, deep fried, it reminds me a bit like basically like a bit of a thicker pancake with this beautiful spicy mince filling, which is very tasty. That and a burger on a Saturday night, just sat down chilling, watching a bit of TV.
I want to taste the pizzas as well. Danny, the pizzas.
Yeah.
The big pizzas. Good as any Italian pizza, please believe me.
But there is a bit of a kick to that, you know.
Yeah.
So
Shut up.
we've got some chicken. Oh, look at them.
What's that? What sauce is that? What sauce is that? Try
So
that
that might
sauce.
be like a chilli sauce, like a minted yogurt chili. I'll have a go. But look at that chicken wing. That's massive. Nice and crispy. Now, the guys in there were saying that, you know, they do quite a lot of chicken.
Yeah. See this place at 4 o'clock? Ram.
Wow. I
Ram.
can see why. A beautiful,
Yeah, what's good food? Good food.
crispy, crunchy coating. The chicken's amazing. It's nice and moist.
And they got all walks of life coming in here. Like when we were having a crack, there was solicitors, scrap metal dealers, doctors, students.
They're all in.
Oh, listen.
Do you know what it is?
everywhere.
So like these type of takeaways, these are what I call your traditional.
Yeah.
They're just specialising in one thing. When you come to somewhere like this where you've got fish and chips, kebabs, pizzas, chicken, they do have a lot. You know they're busy.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be good. It's not, they're not using the most expensive ingredients, but how they put it together, it tastes great. It tastes great, and that's what makes it affordable for people to get all
Yeah.
this food.
Big portions as well, which
Yeah.
is great. Because there's no saying we have because we have in Dublin and in Ireland, our main sustenance is potatoes. We have spuds with everything. Potatoes is the big thing, and that's what we grew up in. Filled them with spuds.
Yeah.
You know, they say, oh, we filled them with chips, but it's spuds.
So this,
Fill them with
I don't know what
potatoes.
the heck it is.
I don't know what's that must be like the Thousand Island type of dressing, is it? I just like the curry sauce.
It's like I think it's like a bit of a mixture of chilli and mint. I think they've mixed it together, so like a chilli sauce and the mint sauce, they've mixed it together.
Ah, right.
And
Maybe
created-
that's for your kebab as well. Try for your kebab.
Yeah, for that was like the special sauce.
Well,
Right, so I love a good kebab.
oh, a good kebab.
I love a good kebab.
I'm not into the kebab meat. I always like the beef burger and chicken.
Ooh. Now that is good. That doner meat, it's a nice thickness. Look at that, cameraman. Get into that. It's got a nice bit of spice going through it. Because a lot of people with kebabs, you see, they think it's all going to taste the same.
Yeah.
But there's different grades of kebab meat. There's different recipes of kebab meat. This is one that's one of my favourites because it's got a nice little bit of spice to the actual meat itself, and it's carved off. Well, now this.
There's a bit of chicken kebab, is it?
Yeah. So it's a mixed kebab. So it's going to be a bit similar, I reckon, to the chicken in the burger.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Good. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. By the way.
Well, that's nice. It's like a nice tandoori chicken flavour on there. It's coming off a shawarma. So you've got your chicken breast like we've got in the burger, but they've got this on the spit. Let's get the naan bread.
By the way, thanks for buying dinner.
You're all right. And I will do it again. So we've got a nice little naan bread there. That is bang on. It's not pre-bought, it's made in.
No, it's made in there. Make all the bread in there.
You can tell.
You can make the pizzas in there. The twirls up and down.
It twirls up and down. Such a character. This ain't going to be the last time me and you are going to be doing something together. I'm telling you now. I've enjoyed this.
They do the works in there, like, you know.
Wow.
You know what my favourite meat is, Danny?
Go on.
Seconds.
I love it. My favourite meal.
on this channel.
Oh my days. My favourite meal is second.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've tried everything there, so I'm going to go through it while you just, his burger's gone, look. Get it, chips, you just crack on. There's some of this stuff if you want some of that.
Danny, I haven't eaten since my last meal.
And he had seconds then.
Oh, yes.
So, for me, guys, like I said to Joe, this is one of those your good old standard takeaways where it's not going to be all these big posh smash burgers and you're not knowing what you're going to have. It is what it is. You've got your cheeseburgers, your chicken burgers, you've got chips, you've got fish and chips, you've got Indian stuff. There's all sorts going on in there. Can this last get out here? All right, love, come on. Help it out, cameraman. That's it, love. Come on, love. That's it. Keep going.
What?
So what side of my van? That's it. Oh, there we go. You know, and the kebab cooked well, the chicken's well. Do you know what, Joe? I've enjoyed it, and I can see why you've invited me down here today.
Oh, yeah.
To this.
20 years I'm eating in this place.
20 years. So I usually rate it out of 10. What are you giving it?
I'd always give it 10 out of 10 anyway.
And am I going to disagree with him? Do you know what? I think value for money, right? This is absolutely spot on. Flavour wise, every single dish that I've had has been absolutely beautiful. And do you know
haven't
what?
had to use much of the sauces, which
No.
is nice. You've liked the
Yeah.
meats themselves without the sauces.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. I love the curry sauce, I do.
Yeah, that's this. So I'm glad I've tried this because when I come to Birmingham now, I'm going to be looking for this in other places to compare it to this one.
Okay.
Because it's a new thing. I think it's bang on, and I'm with you. It's going to be a nice solid 10. Nice solid 10 from me.
That's
but
good.
before we go, I've got a couple more things.
Oh, yeah.
First of all-
we can nibble away. We can nibble away.
Nibble away.
Go on.
Right. So first of all, we've talked about boxing. What's next for you now? What are you doing in your life? That's what people want to know.
I'm enjoying the acting.
Yeah.
I'm still doing my security work. I look after business people. I left school when I was 14 years of age, Danny. I left school with 2 swimming certificates. I was on the doors of nightclubs when I was 15. And I've always had the safety net of security, but I always thought the boxing was going to make me my fortune.
Right.
You know, and I was going to be able to retire a rich man. You know, I lived that dream. It didn't unfortunately happen. But I had the safety net, as I said, the security work. I've done doorman, store detective, air marshal. I was in the military police.
It's bang on, mate. No.
No, great.
Spot
Thank
on.
you.
Do you know what? I usually as well, I have about 3 or 4 drinks halfway through, but I've just enjoyed it that much in your company. I've just been cracking on.
Yeah, come on, get in, lads,
Of course
get a
you can.
picture. Come on, course, come on. Nice to see
Very
you,
well.
lads.
What-
Nice to see you.
What we got today? What we got?
I do the bodyguard work, but they look after me. You know,
Yeah.
it's they're looking after me. And at this stage in my life, to have people that I work for that are kind, I'm very
Yeah.
fortunate. The acting, I'd love to be a full-time actor. I'm not.
Have you got any more acting jobs coming
Yeah,
up?
I've just finished on a big film. It's out this year called Semarina Pilchard. I work with some great British talent. I played the main bodyguard to the main gangster's daughter, so it's a good role. And I get.
Well, if you need understudy.
I'm not any great talent as an actor. I get to play the tough guy. It's an easy part to play, because I've had to live the life of a tough guy with the boxing. I've had to live the life of a tough guy doing the doors. I don't claim to be any tough guy. It's just a sport I was in. You had to be a tough guy, you know?
Yes, definitely.
And the acting is so much fun. And my boxing made my dad proud. He's not with us any longer, God rest him. I lost my dad 3 years ago this April. 2022 was a bad year for me because my mother passed as well in December 28th. My dad went the 24th of April on his 85th birthday. And my mum went on the 28th of December. I believe in heaven. I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe there's a better place that we go to after this life, you know. My mum never wanted me to box, Danny. My dad wanted me to box, and I hope I've done him proud. But my mother, she never wanted to see me getting beaten up. No mother wants to see her son being beaten up.
Definitely.
But when she saw me in film, she loved it. I was getting beaten up and killed in films all the time. Two films I get killed twice in. People say, how can you get killed twice? Well, I say, I get killed as a human being, turned into a vampire, then killed as a vampire. Another film, I get killed as a human being, turned into a werewolf, then killed as a werewolf. I've done a film, an investment trailer, which I've done a few years ago for the movie Prize Fighter with Russell Crowe. Yeah, I get killed and beaten up regular in the films. I don't mind, I'm not egotistical. In one film, I get knocked out 3 times. Craig Fairbrass knocks me out with a baseball bat in the back of the head. Then he knocks me out with headbutts in a fight. Then at the end of the film, when I'm cable tied, he knocks me out with the butt of the gun. I got knocked out 3 times. But
And he's still here, look at it.
it's only on film, it's all a bit of fun, you know. I've worked with 4 Academy Award winners. Robert Downey Jr. calls me Big Joe in Sherlock Holmes. I get called my own name by an Academy Award winner. And then in Prize Fighter, I get called Joe by Russell Crowe, another Academy Award winner. To have that on screen, all the beatings that I've took in my life, and I've took some savage beatings, Danny, it's made it all worthwhile because it made my mother proud.
Good. And that's
know?
the thing that I think when you make the loved ones around you proud.
That's all I wanted to do was make my mum and dad proud. That's
nothing
all I wanted to
there, is
do.
there?
That's all
And
I
like
wanted
say,
to do.
I'm like you, I believe in heaven.
Yeah.
I believe that people are looking down on us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure both of them are looking down on you, you know, and they're proud. Last few years, you've been becoming active on social media.
Down to this young man here.
But, well, if it's down to him, you better get ready because he's going to be on you.
Because when I was introduced to Theo by my friend Graham over in Leicester, Graham introduced me to Theo a few years ago. And this is a whiz kid on social media. I'm no good at any of that, Danny. I'm old school.
Neither am I.
Pigeon post and smoke signals. That's me.
No, this is the thing, right? So obviously with Rate My Takeaway, people think that, oh, he does all right, Danny. He's editing all this. I haven't got a Beano, so I've turned up today like you. We eat the food. Cameraman's filming it. He knows what he's doing there. Goes back to editor. He edits it. I haven't got a Beano.
Right.
When I've done here, I won't see none of this footage. I won't see it being edited. I'll see it next time when it comes on.
Well,
and that is it.
A Beano.
but this young man has really devoted his time to helping me climb the ladder with social media.
Yeah.
And he's done incredible things. And the first thing he said, I'll bring you to meet KSI. When the thing came about with John Fury, we were already doing our thing on social media. We didn't need John Fury to get me any help on social media.
Played right.
Right? Yeah. Well, the
And
thing
you've
is,
just played right into mine, because that's exactly the last question I have got for you
the thing
today.
is, right, what it is with John Fury, John, I thought was my friend, right? We were on the circuit together. Neither of us were any good, right? There's no point in trying to pretend. Neither of us were any good. We were tough. We're all fighters. I did the film called Prize Fighter. The producer of the film, who acted in the film, one of the stars, a guy called Matt Pearce. We'd done the film, and it premiered out in Cannes before Maverick.
Yep.
Prize Fighter was 6 till 8, Maverick was 8 till 10. I couldn't make the premiere because I was working. But Matt phoned me and said, Joe, Tyson Fury's in town for the Maverick premiere. Would you ask him, would he come along to the Prize Fight? So I phoned Tyson. I said, would you go along, Tyson? Dave Pearce's boy, Dave's sadly dead now, God rest him, ex-British. He said, I know who Dave is, Joe. Yeah, of course I'll go along. So Tyson went along to the premiere and enjoyed the film, enjoyed the company of Matt, and brought Matt on the tour actually with the Tyson Fury tour, doing the audiences. So we really took to Matt. John was milking the occasion. Why wouldn't he? I'd have milked the same occasion, you know, the stars and everything else. And Russell Crowe said to him, there's not a fighter in the film called Joe Egan, do you know Joe? And instead of acknowledging me as his friend or as another fighter, the mutual respect amongst fighters, John said, I know Joe. Joe's a fraud. Joe's a fake hard man. I've never claimed in my life, Danny, to be a hard man. Never in my life, and I never would claim it. People have said it, and it's a compliment, but I've never said it. I pride myself on my manners, and I'd brag at being a nice guy. So Ray Winston went, Russell Crowe went, Matt Pearce went. I got told this, so I thought, right, I'll see John on my own time. So lo and behold, anyway, he's now on the world stage with his son.
Yep.
Okay, who he belittles.
Ooh, now.
John's then on the stage. I'm the hardest 58-year-old man on the planet. I will fight any 58-year-old man out there brave enough to fight me. So I thought, I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah.
You've insulted me. So I stepped up to the mark, as we do. You've insulted me, let's fight. Then he insults me again. Them or they aren't worthy of entering the ring with me. I've earned the right to be called my own name, Danny.
Exactly.
In boxing circles.
Yep.
Tennis players might not know me, basketball players might not know me, soccer players might not know me, golfers might not know me. But in the boxing world, we have earned the right to be called by our own name. You call me by my own name. I've earned that right. My name is Joe Egan, John Fury. You call me by my name. I'm not a dem or a day to another fighter. So then he started saying, Joe, right? So I thought, okay, he's done what I've asked.
Yeah.
So I said, well, are we going to fight? I want to fight Mike Tyson or I want to fight Carl Froch. Now, them two fights aren't going to happen. Carl Froch would school him. Carl Froch would take that John Fury to school.
Yeah.
Carl Froch has forgotten more about boxing than John Fury knows. Even with the size of John Fury, Carl Froch would destroy him, right?
Wow.
Mike Tyson, I'm not disrespecting any fighter, but John wouldn't have been a worthy sparring partner for Mike Tyson.
Right. Now, you
Yeah, of course you can. Help yourself. Don't you go to waste. Help yourself. Yeah.
What, chicken wings?
Want a bit of chicken?
You can take the chicken
Yeah, of
wings.
course you can. Help yourself.
Do you want some? Do you want to take them with you?
Deal.
Take them for your dinner. Bit of chicken wings before it goes. Get a
Hang
bit
on,
of chicken.
Yeah, have a bit of chicken. What?
So, John,
yeah.
look, we don't rate my takeaway now. Joe's here. He's saying to you, get him told Joe down there. Tell him now. What are you going to say?
What I'm trying to say is what I've been saying for a long time. Stand up and fight, John. You talk the talk, walk the walk. Do yourself proud, do your family proud, do the travelling community proud, and do boxing proud. Let's get in and have a good tear up. And may the best man win. And please God, it's me.
There you go. There you go. So, I just want to say, Joe, thank you very much for inviting me down here today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, the crack's been mighty.
Do you know something? I could talk to you all day long. And
How are you, pal?
Guys? You all right, mate? How are you doing? I've absolutely enjoyed it, thrilled. I mean, there's
Well,
so many stories, right, that you could tell. What I want to say to you guys is, do you think that me and Joe should do something else together? You know, I don't know, we could go to a restaurant, we could go to boxing and try a burger at boxing. We could do all. Let's sing, because I think you're fascinating. You really are. And listening to you, you're such a great...
When I was in school, I was a little boy in school. And the teacher said to me, she said, can you give us a sentence with the word fascinating? Now, I wasn't the most intellectual in school. I left school when I was 14. As I said, I left school with 2 swimming certificates. So I was trying to think of a sentence to give the school teacher with the word fascinating. I didn't even know, truthfully, what the word meant.
Yep.
So I said to her, I said, yes, I've got a shirt with 9 buttons on it. And because of my fat belly, I can only fascinate.
And there you go. We're going to end up best dad joke it well. Thank you very much, Joe. Guys,
listen,
this
Danny,
whole thing has been a solid 10.
Danny, I tell everybody, and I love this, right? I love this, right? There's thousands of languages in the world. We all speak different languages, and everybody doesn't understand what we say. But we all laugh in the same language. Language is no language barrier. And if you can spread laughter, spread it.
Spread laughter, and it spreads joy, doesn't it?
Spread laughter. So laughter's the word. Let's spread the word.
Solid 10. John, let's make it happen. Joe's ready for you. Bang. See you next time, guys.
Oh,
Let's get another chip.
Oh, yeah. I like the cracked in as well, I do.